Welcome back. All right, it's a pretty full looking board, but I don't think it's going to take me that long to get through it. It is a news of the day video for all you fine people on the internet for your Thursday, September the 5th. We're less than a month now from the start of the regular season, October 4th and 5th. There are the two Global Series games. I count that, so that means we have less than a month to go until the regular season is upon us. Two retirements to talk about at the top of the board, starting with Marc Staal, who retires, and he's been hired as a developmental coach by the New York Rangers. So all the best to Marc Staal in his retirement. He was good defensively this past season for Philadelphia, and now he gets to pass along what he knows to players in their development system. And all the best to Marc Staal. All the best as well to Alex Goligoski, who has confirmed his retirement, something he decided apparently months ago, that he didn't want to do the hockey thing anymore. He wanted to spend time with his family. And there's a good article in The Athletic about him making this decision. I highly recommend it. Goligoski, it's a good story. He wanted to retire there, and that's exactly what he's doing. So even though he was technically an unrestricted free agent, I threw the Wild magnet on there because he spent his final seasons in Minnesota, and that was always the plan. So last night in both Calgary and Columbus, we saw huge turnouts for the Candlelight Vigils in both cities, which I think shows great support by the community. I'm sure that the Goudreau family was touched by that. And it does help to give some sense of, not necessarily closure, it's too soon for that kind of closure, but it does give you that sense of community, and that can be really important in times like this. So, great gesture by both the city of Calgary and Columbus on this. And of course, I have not talked about the season preview for Columbus as of yet. I would imagine over the next week we'll get an idea for what Columbus may or may not do. And great on both Calgary and Columbus for getting that done last night. Kyle Bukauskas has been revealed, easy for me to say, as the new co-host of 32 Thoughts. And if you go on social media to where it's posted, all the comments underneath are about, we want Marc back, we want Marc back. It's not Elliott's call. 32 Thoughts is his show, but it's got Sportsnet branding on it, and if Sportsnet decided Marc had to go, it's not Elliotte Friedman's call. He doesn't have any say in that, and he would have had say in who the replacement was, but Marc coming back wasn't an option. And I'm sure it'll take a little while for Kyle and Elliotte to have that same sort of rapport that Marc had with Elliotte, but I'm sure Kyle will get there. Bukauskas is a good mind. He's a good speaker, and I think that this will work out well. So all the best to Kyle on his new role on 32 Thoughts, the podcast. Rookies are getting set for camp, and so I figured, let's look up the upcoming tournaments. So both the Washington Capitals and the New York Islanders are not having rookie tournaments, which mildly surprises me in Washington's case. Not really with the Islanders, though. That doesn't seem like something Lou would be all that interested in. So in Buffalo, from the 13th to the 16th, there'll be a rookie tournament involving Boston, Buffalo, Columbus, New Jersey, Ottawa, and Pittsburgh. And of course, this is just rookies, right? So these tournaments are always interesting. They're right before training camp. It does kind of show you where the prospects are at, and then training camp arrives, and you see which ones can maybe at least show that they can hang with the veterans and push for a spot on the roster. There's one in Los Angeles as well from the 13th to the 16th with Anaheim, Colorado, LA, San Jose, Seattle, Utah, and Vegas. So if you want to see people skating around in the full uniform for Utah, you have to go to LA to see it. Or watch it online, I guess. Most of these will be available online, I would think. In St. Louis, you have Chicago, Minnesota, and St. Louis. That tournament goes from the 13th to the 15th. In Montreal, it's a 2-day tournament between Montreal and Toronto's rookies on September 14th and 15th. Of course, in Penticton, the Young Stars tournament is back. I think it was in Penticton last year, but now it's all of Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver, and Winnipeg. That goes from the 13th to the 16th. Before anybody asks, I'm not going up to Penticton for that tournament, but it should be fun for people that do. Traverse City, Dallas, and Detroit playing. That's on the 14th and the 15th. In Nashville, you have Carolina, Florida, Nashville, and Tampa, which really highlights that Nashville geographically is close to these locations, and yet they're in the West. That tournament goes from the 13th to the 16th. And then in Allentown, Pennsylvania, it's not just a song by Billy Joel. New York Rangers and Philadelphia play on the 13th, 14th. Every time I hear the name Allentown, I get Billy Joel stuck in my head. And for anybody that I've done that to, I apologize. But if it's stuck in your head, you're old anyways. Because I don't think anybody under the age of 40 will get that reference. Maybe there's some Billy Joel fans younger than that, but probably not. Anyways, there you go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe in the event you've not done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.